Hello everyone, we are back with another video, and today I am going to be doing a vlog that I am so excited about. So yes, this is another reading vlog. I know I've been doing like lots of reading vlogs lately because I did a lot of them for Tizadam Readathon, and I'm ready for another one. This is gonna be a very special reading vlog because in this vlog I am going to be reading a book and maybe the entire series. A book that I have never read in my life before, that I think, you know, it's just atrocious. I haven't read it. I need to read it. And that is none other than A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas. So, obviously, ACOTAR is a hugely popular series, especially recently. I've just seen a lot of hype around it on BookTube with obviously the new book, A Court of Silver Flames, coming out. And then also more recently, the announcement of a TV show adaptation of this series by Sarah J Maas. I do not know anything about this series at all. So I'm going into this, you know, not knowing anything. Other than the fact that it's, you know, Sarah J Maas and it's fantasy. Pretty basic stuff. I have read some of the books in the Throne of Glass series. You will know that if you've seen some of my past videos. I've read The Assassin's Blade, Throne of Glass, and Crown of Midnight. I do need to continue that series, and I was originally going to wait until I finished that series to hop into another Sarah J Maas series, but there's just too much hype going around with this series that I just can't avoid it anymore. So in this vlog, I am going to be reading this. I am starting this vlog a day or two late because my friend Chloe from Chloe Hamsey Reads, I will link her channel down below. She is hosting an ACOTAR read-along, and it started on like, I think Sunday or Monday, and I'm only getting around starting it today. It's Wednesday the 5th of May, I believe. This is obviously on my May TBR, just a spontaneous read. I do not know what else I'm going to be reading this month. I don't even know if I'll post a TBR video, but this is basically, you know, the first book I'm picking up in May. I do have some other things I'm reading, but this vlog is going to be focused solely on ACOTAR. Now, what I will say before I hop into this vlog is that this is gonna be a spoilery vlog. I am going to be giving full spoilers. I feel like this book is quite popular anyway, so most people will want to see a spoilery vlog for this one. So if you have not read ACOTAR, I suggest that you turn off this video right now to avoid spoilers. There is your warning, because I am going to be spoiling the book in this vlog. So do not watch this if you haven't read it. Go read it and come back, and then you can watch the vlog. But yeah, I'm just so excited. These are the newer covers. I know a lot of people don't like these. I didn't like them at first, but they've grown on me. I don't know. I feel like the old covers were kind of basic compared to these now. I really like these a lot, these newish covers. I just think they're quite nice and simple and pretty, and yeah, just looks quite aesthetic and stands out on my shelf, the vibrant red colours. So I like it a lot. This book is like 400 and something pages long. So not too bad. I'm not sure how quick I'm gonna read this. If I end up loving it, maybe I will read it very quickly. I'm gonna pick out a bookmark for this one. I think I know which one I'm gonna go with, just because it has a lot of red in it. And I could put a little clip-on bookmark in that I have that's like red, but it's just very small. And yeah, I think I know what bookmark I'm gonna go with. So I've decided to use this lovely Snow White bookmark. I feel like the red just goes well with the book, if you know what I mean. You know, not the green, but the red does. If you want to know where I got this is from Spyron's Treasures. It's a little like shop on Etsy, and they do all these lovely like Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, and some other like miscellaneous type bookmarks, and they're just really pretty. They kind of look like stained glass, so this is what the front looks like, and then on the back it just says once there was a princess. I did show this in a previous video, so there you go. This is what I'm going to be using. I am so excited to start this. I'm going to go read the first chapter and let you guys know what I think of the first chapter. So let's get going. Hi, so I was supposed to update the vlog yesterday and I didn't because I forgot. But I am going to update it now because I have a lot to say about the book, ACOTAR. I'm 57 pages in and so far I'm loving this. I've heard people say that like they find this one quite slow and not that great compared to the others. But I think that it's really good so far. Like the first few chapters I was like, I don't know how I feel about this, but like it's definitely gotten a lot better and I'm just really enjoying it. So our protagonist is Feyre, and Feyre is like a huntress basically, and she finds like this wolf in the forest one day and she's wary because it's like a really big wolf, so she thinks it could be a fairy. There is like kind of this thing in the book where you have like humans and then you have these like creatures or immortals called fairies, and they're more high up. They kind of have like, you know, a very posh, like high up life, whereas the humans kind of have a very poor life and they like, you know, live in cottages together, don't have much money, basically just struggling to get by. And you have like these fairies that are living this high life or whatever. So Feyre kills this wolf that she finds, not knowing that it is a fairy. And I think she like sells its skin or something when she goes like into the town. And so she has two sisters, which are both older than her. She's the youngest. They are Nesta, and then I believe the other one's name is like Elaine. That's what it is. And her father. They all live together, and she made a promise to her mother years ago to look after her family. So that is what she is trying to do. And, you know, fairies are kind of looked down on by the humans. You know, like there was some woman who was dating a fairy or something, and they were all like saying that she was like a whore and stuff. So it's like pretty looked down on by the humans in the book. Don't know why. We're still kind of, you know, only starting up here. So I've still like a good bit of stuff to find out, but you can tell that there is a lot of tension between them. So basically, Feyre is in her house. This fairy man, creature, whatever you want to call it, comes along claiming her to be a murderer because he has discovered that the wolf that Feyre killed was indeed a fairy. And so, you know, Feyre has two options. She can either die on the spot or go to live with the fairies in their land, which I believe is called like Prythian. I don't really know how to pronounce some of the things in here. So if somebody could tell me before I move on with the rest of the series, that would be great. It's like this area in the map right there. So there you go. This map is actually very helpful. I don't know why I didn't look at that before I got to that part in the book. But anyway, so right now she is like dining with them, and she was kind of nervous to eat or whatever because there's like some rule that, you know, humans shouldn't eat or drink food from fairies. You know, it's not their place basically. And the guy, her captor, the fairy, his name is Tamlin. Probably, you know, another favourite character. He seems really intriguing. The male characters in fantasy are usually really interesting anyway. And then there's also like Lucian, which, you know, he's also just upset about this. Fairy's death that Feyre killed. So that is like the situation in the book so far. Definitely really intriguing. I'm intrigued to know more. So I definitely am going to read like a good bit more of it today. I was reading more of my other current read, You by Caroline Kepnes, but that won't be in this vlog because this vlog is just solely focused on ACOTAR. I was supposed to have a vlog for the Trills and Chills readathon, which was last month, but I ended up not being well during that readathon, so I didn't really read much then, so I just thought, do you know what, we're not going to vlog that because there wasn't much to vlog in the end. So that's my update for now, and I will speak to you guys later. Hello everyone, so it has been a few days since I filmed, as I've been like quite busy. I don't know why I got so aggressive there with the clapping. But, so I basically have been in a bit of a slumpy mood. You can blame school for that. But the good news is there isn't much left in school. But I'm determined to get through a lot of ACOTAR this weekend. There is the live stream tomorrow for the read-along. I thought it would be at the end of the month, but it is tomorrow. And there's going to be a non-spoiler portion, so I'll just watch that because I'm not going to get this finished in time. But I'm up to page 131 of ACOTAR. I love Tamlin, okay? Right now in the book, I don't know how things will go later on, I really like Tamlin. I like Lucian as well, but I'm trying to decide who I like more, because I definitely feel like I like Tamlin more than Lucian. You know, like, Lucian's a good guy. I always picture him with a British accent for some reason. Don't know why, but I just do. And I like him, and, you know, there was, like, a scene or two where, he went, like, hunting with, Feyre. Why did I forget her name for a minute? That is really concerning. Anyway, so he went hunting with, like, Feyre or whatever. And there's obviously more chemistry between Tamlin and Feyre. So I was like, girl, what are you doing? You should be going hunting with Tamlin, not freaking Lucian. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Don't come for me. And then in the last chapter, there was like some sort of like creature or otherworldly figure of some sort called like a Surreal. I think that's how you pronounce it. And he basically came along and he says some, like, he had, like, a lot of interesting stuff to say about, like, Tamlin and Prythian. I think that's how you pronounce it. And, like, the worlds of the book. Because, you know, he's, like, this otherworldly creature. And he said, for some time now, the king of Hybern has found himself unhappy with the treaty the other ruling high fate of the world made with you humans long ago. He resents that he was forced to sign it to let his mortal slaves go and to remain confined to his damp green isle at the edge of the world. And so 100 years ago, he dispatched his most trusted and loyal commanders, his deadliest warriors, remnants of the ancient armies that he once sailed to the continent to wage such a brutal war against you humans, all of them as hungry and vile as he. As spies and courtiers and lovers, they infiltrated the various high fae courts and kingdoms and empires around the world for 50 years, and when they had gathered enough information, he made his plan. But nearly 5 decades ago, one of his commanders disobeyed him, the deceiver, and we are not alone. So, I presume that he is, if I remember correctly, referring to Tamlin, right? I could be wrong. And I just thought that was a really interesting, like, statement and backstory on the world and the characters and stuff. So I really like the world building in the book so far. It is very strong. I thought world building was strong in Throne of Glass. It's even stronger here. There is a lot of world building going on. It feels like a bigger world. Throne of Glass, especially like the first Throne of Glass book, not the prequel, the like first main book, felt like very confined to the castle, and, you know, Selena's chambers and stuff like that. Whereas Prythian and the villages beyond it, it feels very big and it feels like there's a lot of space. There is a lot of land to be explored for the characters and the story. And it just feels overall like a much better setting for everything that is happening, you know, because you have a lot of space. And then there is also, because I thought it was a bit peculiar that, like, a lot of the Fae characters have, like, masks that they wear. Like, you know, some are shaped like birds, some are shaped like, I suppose, bears or wolves and stuff like that. And basically there was this huge curse put on all of the Fae long ago called, like, this blight or something that has inflicted all of them. So they, like, I think they wear masks to, like, protect themselves. And then the only time that they are safe is when they, like, shapeshift into, like, I suppose their animal form of a sort. Because obviously we had, like, the character who turned into, like, a wolf who Feyre killed, which is why she has gotten to where she is now. And I just think that was really interesting, and, like, there's just a lot of, like, depth to everything, because to me it was just like, oh, they wear masks, maybe that's just part of their culture, what they do or whatever. You know, I didn't think much of it. It was just like a little thing that was there, but no, there is so much depth to it, and it just feels like very complex and stuff. And I'm probably going off on a, like, I don't know, tangent now. I don't even know what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, basically, I really appreciate, like, how much depth and complexity there is to everything that we are reading about. So it is really good, and I am very early on, and I'm getting 5-star vibes. Sarah J Maas never fails to impress me. And I've also heard people say that the first book isn't that good compared to the rest of the series. And I think this is amazing. So if the rest of the series is drastically better than this, I'm not going to cope. I'm going to be in shock, guys. I'm going to be on the floor. Because my friend Chloe from Chloe Hamsey Reads, I was speaking to her. And I think she is going to be doing a book a month, at least until ACOTAR for the series. So that means I will be reading ACOMAF next month, ACOTAR the month after. So I will be vlogging all of that, because obviously I want to vlog my experience in the ACOTAR worlds. Lot of important stuff here, and they are all going to be these spoilery vlogs like this. I don't normally do spoilery vlogs just because I don't want people coming for me for, like, spoiling their favorite series or something popular, you know, for people who haven't read it. But this vlog series is only going to be for people who have read the books, not for anyone else. If you haven't read the books, you shouldn't be here. Go away. Bye. You know, so that's my intention behind doing these vlogs. And also just because I want to, for myself, like, document my experience reading such a popular series as ACOTAR. So, yeah, let me know. But if there is, like, any other popular series you would like me to do, like, a spoilery vlog series for, feels like I'm copying Irish Reader a little bit, but I'm not. Just let me know, and I am open to options. Anyway, I better go read because I'm on a live reading with friends and I should be reading, but I just wanted to update the vlog, so I'm gonna go back to ACOTAR and I will catch you guys later. Hello everyone, so it has been a good bit since I updated this vlog because it is now June and I am just starting to finish ACOTAR. But the last time I spoke to you, I think it was only like 180 pages in. I have read a good bit since. I'm up to page 242. I've just been, like, really busy with school and stuff, and I was kind of falling into a bit of a reading slump. Nothing to do with ACOTAR, because I was loving it, and I still am. I just kind of fell into a reading slump. It just happens now and then. I can't prevent it. I hate it. But anyway, it is summer now, so I do have more time to read and get this vlog up. Hopefully this vlog is more, you know, put together than it feels when I'm filming it, because it feels like a bit messy right now. But I have so much tea to discuss, because first of all, I didn't know that this book will be getting very 50 Shades of Grey from time to time, but that is a thing. And I am living, absolutely living for Feyre and Tamlin, okay? I don't care. Yes, there was some bad stuff between them, but I do like them. And like, I don't know, I feel like Feyre might have a thing for Lucian as well. She definitely does. Like, there's definitely flirting from all sides, but I don't know. It's like the book's just giving me a lot of mixed opinions, and I'm trying to like think back on stuff that has like been happening since I last spoke to you, because I obviously should have updated you like a good while ago. But basically Feyre was like showing Tamlin like all of her like paintings and stuff that she's made, and that was really interesting, you know. Just like seeing his reactions to things. And she had like some painting she made of some like area in like the High Court. Is that the High Court? Yes. So she had like something that she had painted of that, and she was gonna give it to him. And the painting he went with that he wanted for you know, his grounds was like a painting of Feyre's woods, the woods that she used to hunt in when she was still, you know, back at home, because obviously she's living in Prythian now. Prythian. I feel like it's pronounced Prythian. I think it is. I looked it up the other day, and I'm pretty sure it's Prythian, because that was confusing me a bit. But yeah, so that was really interesting. Lucian, I love him. I don't know why. I always picture him with a British accent. I think I mentioned this in like my one of my lives as well. I just love him, and I picture him with like a British accent. So I don't know why, but I do that. And then there was something I thought was interesting. So basically, there's this thing, I think they refer to it as like a wall, and it's basically like this other area that Tamlin can like put people into. And I think because basically there was one day where Feyre, you know, woke up and was walking around, and she saw all of the fairies, but she, like, there was ones that were more scary looking to her that she hadn't seen before, and she went to, like, Tamlin about it, and he told her that they've always been there. It was just something he was using. I'm looking for the name for it. I'm so bad, guys. This is what happens when I don't update the vlog in ages. I am going to be more consistent with my vlogging now, but, hold on. Let me see. I completely forgot, but it was like something that he was using, like I'm not too sure what it was called now. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember what it was. But something that he was using that would, like, I guess make some people invisible, and to like whoever he chose, they would be invisible to. So for example, the other fairies were like invisible to Feyre because he didn't want her to see them. I don't know why she started seeing them then. Maybe his magic is getting out of control. I honestly can't remember the reason. But so a character was introduced that I've been waiting to be introduced. I wasn't even sure if he was going to be introduced in this book because I've heard things about him, and that is none other than Rhysand has been introduced. He is like a villain character right now because he is being an asshole. He literally like came in, was being a complete dick. Tamlin like tried to hide Feyre with that thing I just mentioned. I may look up the name for that and like talk about it later. But he came in, was being really rude, and I like that though. Why are the villains in books always like the best characters? I don't know why. What is it? What is this? I don't like this. But anyway. So Rhysand is here, and I don't really know how I feel about it. I have like mixed feelings about it. But he basically made Tamlin and Lucian literally beg on their knees He is coming in. He is like another High Lord of like the Night Court, which is like a rival court to the High Court, which obviously Tamlin rules. And he was mocking Tamlin, made Tamlin, a High Lord, bow down to Rhysand. I don't know what kind of crazy bullcrap power he thinks he has over Tamlin, but Tamlin was definitely intimidated by him, because he asked him to leave. And I think it was because, like, he could sense that there was, like, a thing happening between Feyre and Tamlin, and he literally exposed Feyre's, like, really personal, like, sexual kind of thoughts about Tamlin, so he knew that Feyre had feelings for Tamlin and that there was something there between them, and he was threatening to, like, go home and, like, tell people about it, like, I think it was maybe like some girl, I don't know if it's his wife or something, some person they kept mentioning called Amaranta. I don't quite know her name because, like, he came in and Lucian was like, oh, Amaranta's whore, and Rhysand was really pissed off at that, but he basically made them bow down on their knees over this because he was threatening to tell other people about Feyre and Tamlin, and the only way for that not to happen was to bow down, and he would consider not telling. I think it was Amarantha. I keep forgetting her name, honestly. Yeah, Amarantha. He was threatening to tell her about it because he was like, I wonder what she would think of this, and it was awful, absolutely awful. Glamour was the thing I was trying to think of. Oh my god. So yeah, Tamlin can basically use like this glamour over people that would like hide them from certain people. So for example, he hid the other fairies from Feyre, and he hid Feyre from Rhysand. So that I thought was really interesting. Apart from that, there's just been kind of some, casual things happening, like, Also, I feel like Feyre might be a fae or a fairy, and I do not want spoilers on this, but it's also like her name is literally Feyre, which could easily be fairy, like. So I feel like she's a fae now, and I feel like she could be. I don't know. That is my thoughts right now. I am so obsessed. This book has also been giving me a mental breakdown. I don't think I'm going to be okay after this book. I think I'm going to have to, go to hospital for a long time because this book is just not doing well with my brain, There's too much happening. Anyway, that's my update for now. Hi. So, it is a sad time in the Connolly household because Tamlin has sent Feyre home. And I'm not happy because, as I was saying, I love Tamlin and Feyre, so I'm just sad. I'm really sad because I love them and the romance brewing between the two. They're just amazing. I don't know. Yeah, I love them. I don't know what happens with them in the future. I'm gonna keep reading, but basically Feyre's home with her sisters, and that's nice, but I'm not happy. Like, I want to be happy because she's being reunited with her sisters, but I just want her to be with Tamlin. Why is that so much to ask? Sarah J Maas, I swear to God, she always does this to me with her books. I think she is also slowly becoming my favorite author. That could be a bit crazy. Not, her books aren't my favorite books, but she's definitely becoming my favorite author. Her books are some of my favorite books, but they're not like my fave. But she's definitely becoming one of my favorite authors. Anyway, you get the points. So yeah, I will be heading to the bookshop as soon as I finish ACOTAR to buy ACOMAF, especially since I believe Chloe's read along should be ACOMAF for this month. So I need to finish this. I'm still counting this as May because I read the majority of it in May, and I'm just gonna pretend I finished it in May because I'm like that. And yeah, I'm just really loving it. I'm so glad I decided to read this. Kind of mad I'm only getting to it now, but it's fine. I can enjoy it now. I do still need to continue the Throne of Glass series, but that's a story for a different day. I just know how much hype there is around this series, and I couldn't resist any longer, so I caved. I think it was also the announcement of the show just made me want to read it. Also, it took me until I was 260 pages in to realize that the creature on the cover of the book is a wolf. I don't know what I thought it was. I thought maybe it was a fox. Maybe it was some sort of like ancient creature. I thought it might have been a dragon, but I'm pretty sure it's a wolf. Like, what else could it be? It just makes more sense with the story. I don't know why it took me that long to realize that. I guess I'm dumb. Anyway, that's my update. I'm just spiraling. And, we're just having a lot of fun. Yay. Let's see what the rest of this book does to my mental state. Yay. It's the way I am losing my actual mind right now because of this book. Like, where do I begin? Because the last time I spoke to you, Feyre had been sent home by Tamlin. And so basically, she was getting like a weird vibe from Nesta, her sister. I think Nesta is her eldest sister. And it was revealed that the curse didn't work, because basically Tamlin wanted to protect Feyre's family, so he put a curse on her family so that they wouldn't remember the thing where she was taken away by him. They thought that she was just going to care for like a dying aunt or something that doesn't actually exist. So Nesta, this didn't work on her, and she remembered everything, and she got like Feyre to fill her in on everything, and basically, Feyre had the feeling that something was really up in Prythian. So Feyre, left her family behind. She told, Nesta to, take care of everything and stuff. And she went back to Prythian. And when she gets there, what does she discover? She discovers the place is completely empty and bloody, covered in blood. So obviously my heart was racing because I do not want any of these characters dead. Hello? No, we don't want that. So obviously that was very stressful. And then basically while she's there, she discovers Alice, I think her name is, I'm always mixing up her name, but basically Alice, who, kind of helped her when she was staying there. And she filled Feyre in on all the tea and the truth of, this so-called blight, which isn't really a blight. So basically Amaranta, who was mentioned earlier as Rhysand's, Lucian referred to her as Rhysand's whore, and Tamlin was very taken aback when he said that he would tell Amaranta about Feyre. And now we understand why. Because if I go back, I may go back like a chapter or two now to find it. But, hold on. So basically, Amaranta put a curse over Prythian. And the only way to break the curse is for Tamlin to have a human, I think, say that they love him, basically, I think. I am so bad at explaining things. I should have explained this while I was reading it rather than waiting a day or two after. I was just busy, so I didn't have time to vlog. But basically, she discovers Alice there. lots of blood. And Alice was like informing her on lots of stuff. And I'm going to read some of the stuff she was informing because hello to you, and it's very important to the story. So basically, she was saying her story is legend among our kind, legend and nightmare. She was the king of Hybern's most lethal general. She fought on the front lines, slaughtering humans and any high fae and fairies who dared defend them. She had a younger sister, Clythia, who fought at her side, as vicious and wretched as she, until Clythia fell in love with a mortal warrior, Julian. So, that's Amaranta. And then she went on to explain that Amaranta basically put the whole curse thing over Protean. And, you know, also, Lucian's eye that was missing was torn out by Amaranta. Yeah, so it says Lucian was sent her as Tamlin's emissary to try to treat for peace between them. She refused, and Lucian told her to go back to the shithole she crawled out of. She took his eye as punishment. So that is like backstory on that. And it is so crazy, crazier than I'd imagined. And my heart was racing. Like, I can't even to begin to imagine. So Feyre has now decided to basically go to Amaranta and, you know, sort out stuff because, you know, that's where Tamlin and Lucian are. And so she goes to Amaranta, and Amaranta says that she must do 3 things for her. Basically, I'm so bad at explaining sometimes. So she needs to basically do stuff to prove her worth, basically, and free everyone. Hello. So she's given her a riddle, first of all, and she says, solve this riddle, and you and your High Lord and all his court may immediately leave with my blessing. Let's see if you are indeed clever enough to deserve one of her kind. And then the riddle she spoke was, there are those who seek me a lifetime but never we meet, and those I kiss but who trample me beneath ungrateful feet. At times I seem to favour the clever and the fair, but I bless all those who are brave enough to dare. By large, my ministrations are soft-handed and sweet, but scorned I become a difficult beast to defeat. For though each of my strikes lands a powerful blow, when I kill, I do it slow. So, basically, Feyre has to crack this riddle. There is juicy stuff coming up, and, you know, I do not know what way this book is going to end, because things are tense as hell right now. Also, Claire Better, that name that Feyre gave to Rhysand as her name, her family was killed and butchered by Rhysand, and she was tortured to death by Amaranta. So let's pray tell that that does not happen to Feyre, because, well, it obviously won't, because like she's the main character in the series, so they won't kill her. Maybe they will, but that would be a bad idea. But I presume she's in the other books. Do you know what I mean? They're not gonna kill her. But I'm just like, I'm concerned for her safety right now. I'm concerned for everyone's safety. Honestly, was it a good idea to read this book? I really don't know. Considering I've been in a slump for a while as well, and this is the thing I'm picking back up again, I do not know. I'm losing my literal mind. I need to buy ACOTAR as soon as possible. But yeah, I am ready for stuff to go down. So yeah. Hi. So, I have finished the book. I finished it a couple days ago, so I wanted to come on and just basically chat about the ending of the book and wrap up the vlog. So, basically, the ending of ACOTAR. First of all, I give the book 5 stars because it was absolutely amazing. I cannot believe how good it was. I I did expect it to be good because of all the hype, but I didn't know it would be as good as it actually was. And I have heard people say that this one was the weakest in the series, and I thought this was amazing. So if it can only get better from here, then I am here for it. And I'm so excited to read A Court of Mist and Fury. I'm so excited. Honestly, I'm so excited. So excited. But anyway, so basically towards the end of the book, Feyre had to complete 3 trials for Amaranta to set everyone free and prove that a human is worthy enough of being with a fairy. So the first trial that she went through was there was like this giant worm that Feyre had to tackle, and you know, she had to basically try and survive. She did, nonetheless, she won it. Also, Rhysand made a deal with her after this trial, that he would heal her on the case that she comes to the night court every so often. And I must say, Rhysand has had a bit of a turnaround. I could definitely see towards like the end of the book that he had become a bit softer. He's obviously not a great person at the minute, Rhysand. Like, he has done some bad things. But I think he was kind of being used by Amaranta, and she kind of did prey on him a bit because he was seen as weak in her eyes. So she kind of did take advantage of him, which was totally not okay. And I like Rhysand. I like him a lot. And he had a huge turnaround. And I just think he has a great personality and just a very good character. And I like him a lot. So there we go. And then the second trial that Feyre had to do was to figure out some sort of riddle or something. Something that she had to figure out and read. And there was 3 options. And she had to like figure it out before these spikes came down and crushed her. So once again she won. Obviously Amaranta was not here for it. And the third trial, oh my god, the third trial. Also Amaranta nearly caught Tamlin and Feyre having a little makeout session. So Rhysand stepped in and saved Feyre from that, basically. But the third trial, oh my god, I could not. Basically, Feyre had to kill 3 fairies, and the third, like, it was bad enough watching her kill, like, these innocent people. Like, Amaranta, I absolutely hate her for doing this to her. So she had to, like, kill these innocent people. Like, I was losing my mind. She had to kill these innocent people, and, like, you could see, like, how much it was killing her to have to do this. And then the final thing she had to do was to kill Tamlin. Or choose to die herself. But, luckily enough, she was smart enough to find out that Tamlin can't be killed and that he has a heart of stone. Something that she had heard been said a lot, that Lucian and Tamlin wanted her to know. So they purposely let her eavesdrop on them when she was in the court with them. And basically, she figured out that Tamlin could not be killed. So she did stab him. But of course, Amaranta, being the crazy person that she was, wouldn't let Feyre win, even though she had, you know, completed everything and should have been freed. So Tamlin killed Amaranta. Like, did we see that coming? Because I certainly didn't. And I honestly, I stan Tamlin. I don't care. I stan him. Amazing. Just, I love him. And then the finest thing that happened, because Feyre was, like, basically dead because of Amaranta. You know, like, I thought she was gone for good. I was in tears. They brought her back, thank God, but Feyre is now a fairy. You know, and I did mention earlier that Feyre's name sounds like fairy. Feyre, fairy, Feyre, fairy, Fairy. Do you know what I mean? Like, they sound very similar. So this was just amazing, and the way it ended was just so cute. Her and Tamlin. I loved it. Also, Tamlin's last words were because war is coming, Feyre. Obviously, leading into the next book. So I'm so excited to read it. I'm so glad that I finally decided to read this book. Thanks to Chloe and her read along. Go check out her channel if you haven't already. Chloe Hamzy Reads, she is amazing. You should go subscribe to her. She deserves all the love and support. This was absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to continue the series. So there we go. I hope that you guys enjoyed this kind of a different reading vlog for ACOTAR. I will hopefully be vlogging the rest of the series, so I should have an ACMA vlog coming when I read that book. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. So goodbye.